This review of the Boss CH1 Super Chorus is based on an article from Guitar Shop magazine from February of 1995, written by Glenn Goldstein. It seems like it wasn't too long ago when chorus guitar could be heard on almost every song on the radio, from its early appearances on records by the Police and Rush to its omnipresent ring on most 80s rock hits. The chorus was a mainstay on every guitar player's setup. In fact, the original Boss chorus box was standard issue for many players on many recordings due to its lush sound, though ironically, many have used it in conjunction with a distortion pedal to smooth out the nasty rough edges. Despite the fact that the guitar chord amp philosophy is now in vogue, Boss has updated the old CE3 and added some new features as well. So let's break out our copy of Awesome 80s and let's get ready to jam. Big hair and spandex are optional. The CH1 features the same bulletproof chassis Boss pedals are known for, including the easy access battery compartment and the silent field effect transistor switching. A closer examination of the pedal's 4 perimeter controls reveals 2 new features not found on the older models. In addition to the standard rate and depth controls, Boss has added effects levels and EQ controls. The effect level sets the degree of the effect signal in relation to the straight sound, and is useful for anything from slight enhanced effect to full lush sound. Equally handy is the EQ knob, which simply boosts either high or low frequencies. Boosting the high frequencies works much in the same way as the presence control and prevents the sound from getting lost in the mix in a recording or a live situation. Conversely, backing down on the knob attenuates the lower mids for a warm, spongier sound. Although the EQ's effect is not as dramatic, it is effective for subtle tonal changes. Playing with a Strat and a Tele through a CH1 into a clean Fender amp yields very satisfying results. The pedal really seemed to enhance the single coils and added sparkle, especially when arpeggiating chords. Pairing the CH1 with a distortion box while blasting out chords through a P90 equipped Hammer Special had me running through the entire Rush catalog. I was also able to approximate flanging sounds using the chorus by cranking both the effects level and depth knob, turning the rate control down to a minimum, and unlike many vintage pedals, the CH1 did not noticeably degrade the signal. With all 4 perimeters set at 12, the unit offered up some classic Boss chorus sound, and I found myself suddenly nostalgic for scallop necks, whammy bars, skull and bone paint jobs, and Republican presidents. Well, maybe not that nostalgic. The CH1 is reasonably priced and instantly provides gratifying sounds and would make a welcome addition to almost any player's guitar setup. Although it's not as prevalent as it was years ago, the effect still has its uses. It still delivers one of the most gorgeous clean textures available for guitars today, and is rather ear-catching when set up against non-processed guitar sounds of today in the grunge and alternative players market. Retro players might not dig it, but used sparingly by other stylists, the classic Boss chorus remains one of the handiest guitar effects in town for guitar players.